Hey everybody, Real Fan Man here. Excuse me. So, welcome to Operations Part 2. Alright, in the foreground you can see, in the background, you can see Main Central number 500 GP40-2L is all crewed up and ready to roll to their destination, Gardner, Mass. As we here at East Deerfield Yard will call it the Gardner turn, as this train will be dropping off 2 empty boxcars and picking up one loaded boxcar of furniture, destined back for East Deerfield Yard and points west or east. Haven't decided yet. So stand by, hang tight, and enjoy the ride. So we're out. Get our bell going here. All right, let's take off, and we're off. Gardner, Mass, here we come. Just said we got a couple empties for Heritage Furniture, and we're picking up a loaded boxcar. And we'll follow them on their journey to Gardner, Mass. Okay, meanwhile, we get the MOW train coming through. Headed to the East Deerfield Yard. Apparently they need to pick up a flat car and head back up north to pick up some track. So, and I think they're changing crews too, I'm not sure. But we'll check them out. Got 2 crossings to blow through here. On their way to East Deerfield Yard. Beautiful. Alright, let's go catch up with our local. Okay, well, we'll see them over at Gardner, Mass. There they go. Alright, stand by. Alright, so meanwhile at the yard we have our yard switcher here. He's going to pick up that flat car in the foreground. It's on the maintenance away track for our MOW train in place. So all they have to do is just pick it up, they can swap crews, and then be on their way. Alright, that'll do right there. Okay, that'll do. So we're approaching the diesel shop, so we have to sound our bell. Give a couple of toots, just so they know we're coming in. Oh, hold on. Alright. Track issue there, no big deal. It's been a while since I've actually operated this track, so. Alright, so anyways, they're going to pick up that flat car, and they're going to spot it on the arrival departure track for the MOW crew. Okay, now let's get to our local. Alright, so we made it to Gardner, Mass, and I see our Gardner turn popping through the tunnel. Beautiful thing. They got to stop in front of that switch. Which, yeah, I need to slow it down just a little bit. There you go. Alright, that'll do. Okay. I gotta get a hold of the dispatcher to throw that switch for him. So, stand by. Alright, so they got a hold of the dispatcher. The dispatcher was giving them authority. Well, not authority. They do the switch for him so they can go on the siding. I guess in a sense you could say that's authority. So here we are pulling into the siding at Gardner, Mass. The 2 empty boxcars. And we're going to be picking up 1 loaded boxcar over at Heritage Furniture. That building in the background, you can see it. Alright, let me see if I can get a different angle here. Stand by. Alright, so they're continuing to pull in onto the siding here. And we're going to stop short before Avenue A, as you can see in front of you. And that'll do right there. I think it's Tom there. You can see him standing on the side. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. You can see Tom there just hanging out. He's going to get off and he's going to have to stop traffic for us, as yes, there's crossing signals. However, they govern the main line, not the siding or the branch line. So, all right, come on, Tom, let's get to work. Okay, just real quick before we continue with operations, I do have a question, and maybe somebody can help me answer this. So I have, you can see here, technically, I'm going to just raise my tripod up a little bit. I would consider that to be 3 tracks. If I'm wrong, correct me. I could be wrong. Or would you just consider that 2 tracks because it's like dead in the middle of the switch? So my question is, these lights should be activated even if all 3 tracks are used. I would imagine like the local right here is going to be doing switching, so technically they should be operational so that the crew doesn't have to stand out and stop traffic. Because, you know, what if I have like, alright, they're doing switching, but yet I have a train coming on the main line going by that would activate the signals. However, they're going to be crossing back and forth. So I guess my question is, doesn't matter what track the train's on, those lights should be operational. Is that correct? Question mark. Yeah, if you can help me figure that out. I gotta figure out some way to get these signals to operate on all 3 tracks then, which means I'd probably have to get more sensors, which I'm cool with. But, all right, back to operations. For right now, we'll just say they're dismantled and they have to actually stop traffic. So, all right, on with the operations. We just got word that we got a high railer coming through, and looks like the lights are working again. Oh, there it is. There they go. I don't know where they're going now, but they're gone. See ya. Okay. Well, we got our cars uncoupled. We got Tom and Jerry stopping traffic. The lights, the signal, the crossing signals, something's up with them. So we got to get a crew out here to look at them again. But anyways, they're protecting the road / track, and our next mission now is to we need to get across the track here, and then we're gonna come back. Okay, so we're gonna couple up to the Conrail boxcar, about 10 feet J, 5 feet, and a little more. Thank you, that'll do. Okay, now we're going to move over. We're gonna have to respot that Conrail boxcar because that's staying. We've already talked to the supervisors for Boyle's transfer, and then Heritage Furniture. They know we're going to be using the track now, so they're going to stay clear. Okay, I like 5 feet, and that'll do. Perfect. Okay, so I figured I'd lift up the camera a little bit on the tripod. Alright, so we're going to make our way across Avenue A again. A couple of teaks still being, the road is still being protected. And so we got our pickup, our loaded box car there, Central Vermont, full of furniture, brand new. It's probably going to, I don't know, I can't even think of a furniture place. I don't buy new furniture. I haven't had to in a while. Let's say errands, maybe. Oh no, got a broken coupler. Oh, standby. So with that coupler that just broke, we'll say, it came uncoupled, we'll just say the coupler broke. I'm reminded of a game that you can implement with doing operations that Jimmy from the DIY channel came up with it. He had on one of his videos. It was probably like 2 or 3 months ago, maybe 4 months ago. I don't know, or it was over the summer. I don't remember. It was this year though. So I just made something up real quick on an index card. And I just call it roll the dice, trains, situations, problems. So like say you roll a dice and number 1 comes up, broken coupler, or number 5, vehicle stuck on track is what I put down for an example. 6, mechanical issues with the locomotive. You got to get another locomotive out here if the problem can't be fixed on site. So with this issue, we'll go with number 1, broken coupler. I didn't roll the dice, but since it happened, I just put it down as number 1. I just want to I want to roll this dice and see what comes up next. Number 3, I put tree down. You can see in the background I got a tree. So let's check it out. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh. 6. You see the dice, 6. So that would be a broken down locomotive. Our engine's broke down. Alright, not in this ops. Okay, coupler's fixed, and we're going to get going again. Thanks, Tom and Jerry, for the help. Alright, so I thought that was pretty cool that came up with that game. So, alright, we're gonna move backwards here, or forward. No, not forward. We're not backing up. Alright, let's try this again. So we're moving forward, even though the locomotive's facing backwards. It'll be facing forward or the right direction on the way back to the yard. Okay, so we're going to clip up to our empties, and we're going to shove those back in the Heritage Furniture. Doors 1 and 2 will be full. Again, that was a pretty cool idea of what Jimmy came up with for, just adding something different to your operations. I think it's pretty neat, so I'm going to utilize it once in a while. Okay, and that'll work. Good job. Alright, so on that last clip, my engine stalled over the switch there. I'm not sure if I gotta look at some of these locomotive manuals and see if that has a lock sound decoder in. I don't think it does, and from what I understand, the lock sound programmers have the Keep Alive built inside them, which is one of the reasons why I do like them. Because I haven't had any issues. But that is an Athearn Genesis model. Decent running locomotive, but once it hits certain switches at certain speeds, it'll stall. So, alright, that'll do, Jay. That'll do. Good job. So anyways, stand by. So like I said, Jerry is in the background there. He's the further guy. He's doing most of the work there, blocking the traffic in that section of the road, and Tom's just hanging out in the middle there, just talking to himself for all I know. But anyways, I might, for this locomotive and the other identical one I have, I might get a Keep Alive for it, or I might just switch out the quarters. However, I will be doing a little bit more research on that. So, okay, here we are. Shovel these two empties into Heritage Furniture. There's our high railer. They're just hanging out, I guess. I don't know if they're gonna look at the crossing signal when we're done, but all right, I'm gonna stop right there for a minute. All right, should have stopped before I went in, but it's all right. Okay, you get about half a car, about 20 feet, 10 feet, and that'll do. Perfect. Okay, so I just did this whole spiel and I realized I actually didn't push the record button. So what we did is we got our spots all set. We're going to take the CV boxcar and we're going to spot it on the siding, and then we're going to respot the Conrail boxcar. Okay, and we're shoving back. Give a couple of toots there. So again, we're gonna drop the CV boxcar off. We're gonna uncouple it leave it on the siding, and then that Conrail boxcar we're gonna respot at Boyle's transfer. All right, Jay, that'll do. That'll do. Oh, there it is. So yeah, I hit a little snag on that switch. No big deal. Okay. Yeah, I definitely got a spot on that switch there. You might just try and bright boy it. However, even sometimes when I do that, it still acts up. Okay, respotting the Conrail boxcar. So these operations that I have on this series, I did with the dice. I have like a dice system for it, which I thought was pretty cool. But all right, Jay, a little more, and that'll do. Perfect. All right. Okay, so the boxcar respotted. We are going to run around our train, which is just that one boxcar, and once we get clearance from dispatch that we don't have any trains coming, we're gonna head back to the East Deerfield yard. Okay, so we still got our guys protecting the the tracks. I'm gonna give it a couple toots anyways, just for extra protection. We already got our Fred on the back of the car, so we're good. And then the crew can hopefully get those crossing signals working. And we're just going to pull up past that switch and get a hold of dispatch. Let them know we're all done. And then we need to pick up our car and we'll be headed out. Alright, and that'll do. Perfect. Okay, so we got a hold of dispatch and they said you're all set. No trains coming. Just let us know when you clear the switch so we can set it back to the main line. Okay. Alright, Jay. You're about half a car, about 20 feet, 10 feet, and that'll do. Cool. So let's give it a little stretch. Daylight Dave always says, give it a little stretch. So let's try that. And we're good. Alright. So I'm going to change the view. And after the train disappears from the tunnel, that'll end operations part 2. Okay, they are all set and clear to go. Back to the yard. And we're off. Good job, guys. Good job. No stopping at the Dairy Queen. Go. So it's all set. Dispatch, we are clear of the switch. Alright. I thank everybody for watching. Be safe. Have a great rest of your Sunday evening. Stay tuned for Operations Part 3, which I believe is the South Deerfield turn. Alright, thanks everybody. Take care. Have a great night. Happy modeling. Real Fan Man signing out.